All right, so back at it. Now we're going to get to setting up the Gmail, or excuse me, the Google Plus account. So inside of Gmail dashboard, if you look up here where this little grid is, this is your app menu. If you click on that for Google app menu, click on that and you'll see down here the Google Plus. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Google Plus, and that's going to bring us to this wizard, this setup wizard. And a lot of this information, or some of this information, is already filled out. So we're just going to go ahead and click the upgrade button to say yes, we want to join Google Plus. So I'm going to click upgrade. Okay, and then you can start to add people you know and that kind of stuff. I don't recommend it for this, so I'm just going to click continue. And then I do recommend that you follow at least one group out of this, following things that you love, because it just adds a little bit of like reality to the your profile. You don't need to do many. Like in this case, I don't know, I might follow featured on Google Plus. That's fine. Just click follow. I'm going to say okay, got it. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click continue. If you want to find niche specific stuff, you can. There's no you know, that would actually be a good idea, but in this case I'm just going to follow that. It's just to show that you know, to put some items in your feed, your news feed or your stream, whatever you want to call it, Google Plus stream. All right, so here's where we can start adding in the image and the data that we pulled from fake name generator, so that we can start filling out the details. Okay, so for example, where it says upload an image, I want to click on that, and I'm going to click select photo from computer, and then I'm going to go pick out the photo that I set up for this. So let me pause for a moment and get to that folder. All right, well, I thought the video was recording. Apparently I got to the point where I added the image and then added in the profession and the you know, what the job title was, the employer and job title, and I just I should have hit the record button, sorry, but anyways, all you got to do is just add in your profession and your job title, or your employer and your job title. So remember, these are, for this case, it's a persona that I'm creating. So the employer can be pretty much anything you want it to be. You can make it up, or you could say in this particular case, the persona is an affiliate marketer. However, he still has a job. So he's working for some sort of landscaping company. I called it Greenscapes is the name of the company, and then his persona or his profession is a staffing consultant. However, it can be anything. If I wanted to, I could say this persona is a full-time internet marketer or a full-time affiliate marketer, and so therefore his profession is self-employed, or it could be affiliate marketer or blogger or something like that. And then the employer could be self-employed, or the name of his blog if I wanted to give, you know, a fake name to his fake blog if I wanted to. So again, you guys, you're hacking the persona. So you can use any details you want. Just remember that. All right. Then I just clicked the next button to, or update or go or whatever, and it brought me to this screen. So you guys just missed where I added the image, and that was it. Not a big deal. You can walk through the wizard and just fill in the details that you feel comfortable filling in, and that's all you need to do. So where it says meet the new Google Plus, this is going to be subject to change, guys. There may be a time, maybe even soon, when Google forces us to use the new Google Plus, but right now I recommend that you use classic Google Plus, because the new Google Plus sucks. The navigation sucks. The search function sucks. And it's not something that I do not like the new Google Plus layout at all. I don't think it's very intuitive. I don't like it at all. So personally, I recommend sticking with the classic Google Plus. When it asks you to meet the new Google Plus, say no thanks. Okay. However, if and when Google forces us to use the new Google Plus platform or the new interface, then I will do an update video specifically on how to navigate that. But in the meantime, we're going to stick with just classic Google Plus. So I'm going to say no thanks. All right. So now from there, you can see the profile image is up here in the corner. If you want to go to the Google Plus profile now to fill in some more details, which I recommend that you do, if you come over here to this drop down in the left-hand side on the classic Google Plus, if you're using the new Google Plus, I don't know what it is yet because I don't want to use it. I find that very I don't like the new interface, okay? But come over here to home and click on profile. And here's where you have now the profile page that you can edit. So one of the things you can do immediately is go over here to change cover and click on that, and I recommend you just pick one out of here. It doesn't really matter which one it is, just pick one. Okay, so in this case, I don't know, I'll pick the beach. That looks nice, right? Let's go ahead and just grab the beach. Guys, if you're doing a branded tier 1 network for a business, then this will be a company logo here. Well, no, actually, you're still going to have a profile, by the way. You're still going to have a profile first, and then you're going to create a page for the business. We will cover that in another video, I promise. You're still going to want a profile. In the Google profile, you do not want to make the mistake of adding a whole bunch of business details to a Google profile, like the logo and the cover image and everything else, because that's not what the profiles are used for. That's just like if you were to try to create a Facebook account, a Facebook profile with business details, Facebook would close the account because that's unacceptable. It's against their terms of service. You're supposed to create the profile as a person and then create a page as a separate for a business, right? So that's the same thing with Google Plus. I can't tell you how many incorrect Google Plus accounts I see out there where somebody created the Google account as a business, although it's a profile account they're using. Don't make that mistake, okay? Trust me, there's reasons why we want to do it the proper way. So we're going to leave it just like this, and we're going to go over to the About tab. And now here is where you can put in some additional details. Now remember, we talked about creating the bio when we first started setting this up. So this could be the text that we use for the biography or the About Me section. So all I did was come over to my spreadsheet, hit copy from that cell, and then over here, if I click the edit button, I could say introduction, put a little bit of information in here. Okay, now here's something really cool, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in subsequent videos, but this is a place where you can put links, anchor text links to your web properties. So if you're building a network for a blog, for example, like to syndicate your main website's content or your blog's content, you can actually link from here to the home page of your site and to like top level category pages or silo headings or silo pages, and use anchor text links in here. So for example, if you had, let's say that you had 3 top level categories. I'm just going to say top level category 1. I'm just going to say top level 1, top level 2. Obviously these would be keywords, guys, but top level 3, right? You can actually put your keywords in here and then copy or highlight the text and click link and add the URL to the top level category pages on your site. And then when you click OK, now you've got do follow links from Google from this page. It's the only place to get do follow links from Google that I'm aware of, and as far as I know, they're still do follow, and they may change that and make them no follow either way, but it doesn't matter. These are anchor text links you can get from Google, from your Google Plus profile to whatever pages you want, and using keyword anchors. Okay, so I highly recommend that you do that. Now you can also link from in here to your YouTube channel so that you get a link a backlink, a do follow backlink to your YouTube channel as well. And again, we're going to talk about interlinking everything in later videos, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of information that this is something that you can optimize this description area here to your advantage, and you can do the same thing for business pages, and we'll talk about that again. So tagline, you could say something like I don't know, in this case, because he wants to be an affiliate, hoping to make my dreams a reality. I don't know, something like that, right? We're just trying to give it some personality, guys. Or working to make my dreams. That's probably better. Working to make my dreams a reality. Bragging rights, you could say graduated college, survived my 20s. Now I know this guy doesn't look 48, by the way, because I know that he's supposed to be 48 according to his profile age, but the image that I used was from YouTube and it was from a much younger guy, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that important. Graduated college, survived my 20s, started my own business. Something like that. We're going to click save. Okay, guys, this is just adding some, personality to this profile. Okay, and I guess that guy could be a young 40, a young looking 48. Okay, so here we can put in occupation and the skills. So you can see where it already says Greenscapes staffing consultant. You can put a job description, and if you want, it really doesn't matter, but you could say current on that. You could also add like in this case a blog name if I wanted, you know, create a fake blog for him and say that that's something that he's doing current. Occupation, we could say, you know, well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to leave that out for now. But you could put in something here. Remember, guys, the only reason we're going through this trouble is just to make these accounts look real, okay? So skills could be human resources, right? He says he's a staffing consultant. Human resources, let's say marketing. I don't like to put affiliate in anything. But we could say marketing, sales, social media, something like that, and we're gonna click save. You can put more stuff in there, guys, if you want. For contact information, I do like to put the email in here for and the reason I like to do that is because again it just adds more to the profile to make it real. So if I go to edit here and I'm just going to put email, I'm going to select from the drop down email and I'm going to put the Gmail account address, right? So which, by the way, we never finish that over here. Let's go ahead and do that now. Remember, it was the exact same email. The only thing is instead of being outlook.com, it's gmail.com, and we use the same password as well. Okay, so I'm just going to paste that there. Then I'm going to copy this Gmail address, come back over here and paste it in, and I'm going to click save, and then save. And you'll see, and it's already been verified. If you wanted to use your Outlook email, you could. It would just send a verification email to Outlook to make sure that you agreed to add that to your profile. But you see now it's got the check mark. Again, that's just to give it a little bit more reality, okay, or make it look more real. Now, here's where the links section. We will come back to this. This is where we're going to add the links to all of our other profiles that we set up, the properties on all the different Web 2.0 and social media accounts that we're going to set up, but we will come back and do that on another video. So for now, this is pretty much all we need to do. We can add education in there if you want, guys. You can make all this stuff up, okay? I don't care. You can use a fake name generator to do it, or you can just kind of be creative and do it yourself depending on how far you want to get. As far as I'm concerned, this is optimized enough to look real to where I can go ahead and move on to my next property that I'm going to set up. So I'll see you in the next video.